Welcome to Q&A practice. Let's get started with this two-voice practice. We'll start with the defense. Ready? Did he then proceed to search the car? No, he didn't. Did someone else search the car? No. While you were in the area, was the car searched? Yes, it was. By whom? Senior Deputy Arlen. Were you present and watching him at the time? Yes. Did you observe him find a .22 caliber pistol in the car? No. Did you observe him find a bag of marijuana in the car? No. Did you observe him appear to find what appeared to be a .22 caliber pistol? No. Did you observe him find what appeared to be a bag of marijuana? No. Did you observe him find what appeared to be a bag of white powder? No. Do you know what was found in the car? I was told by Officer Arlen what was recovered. What did he tell you? He told me he recovered a handgun and a bag of white powder. Anything else? That is all he said at that time. He didn't mention marijuana? No. When did he tell you he found those items in the car? Right after he searched it, which was along the side of the road? Yes. Did he show such items to you? No. Was anyone else present and observing while he was searched? Other deputies from the sheriff's department? Anyone else? Not anyone that could see. Who else was present, regardless of whether or not they could see? Ralph Baxter. Was there anyone else? William Johnson. Was there anyone else? No. When did you meet Mr. Johnson for the first time? I met him in about June, I believe. Who introduced you to him? I met him at a motorcycle race. Was anyone with you at the time? No. Was anyone with him at the time? His sister, I believe. What's her name? All I know is her first name. I don't know her last name. What's her first name? Patricia. Is she married as far as you know? She is divorced or separated. Do you know where Mr. Johnson lives? No, I don't. Do you know where he works? No, I don't. Did you ever know where he lived or worked? Yes. Do you recall where that was? I don't know the address. It was a dirt road. Do you have anything to which you might refer to refresh your memory as to Mr. Johnson's last known address? No, I don't. When did you last see Mr. Johnson? January 25, I guess. I have seen him, but I haven't spoken with him. All right, let's do do some four voice practice now with our transcript. Excuse me. All right, we'll start with the plaintiff. Here we go. Good afternoon. Afternoon. Would you state your full name for our record, spelling your last name? My name is Jeffrey Allen Wilson. Last name is Wilson. And what is your date of birth? 7/14/1987. And I don't ever ask officers their home address. What I'd like to do is get your current station address or where, right, we can reach you if anybody needs to reach you. The station I'm employed at would be 5825 Main Street. That's in Cypress Hills, California, 92667. How long have you been stationed out of that office? Just over 4 years. And you're currently employed with whom? I am currently employed with the California Highway Patrol. And how long have you been employed with them? For just over 4 years. And for that 4-year duration that you've been with the CHP, have you been out of the Main Street office? That's correct. Okay, have you ever had a chance to have your deposition taken before? Yes. About how many times? Approximately 4 other times. Okay, I don't want to repeat too much of what other lawyers may have told you in taking your deposition, but let me just go over a couple of things. So we have what we call ground rules, if you will. It's nice to meet you. I've met you for the first time just a little bit ago in the waiting room, correct? Correct. You don't know any of the parties involved in this litigation, do you? No, not personally. Okay, and you don't know any of the lawyers involved in the case, do you? No. Okay, as I mentioned, it's nice to meet you. My name is Bill Morris. I represent, in this case, the family of a gentleman who was killed in the accident that my information is you had some involvement in investigating as an officer, and that's what brings you here today. I thank you for coming here today. The deposition process, as you have already learned from your previous experience, is where lawyers have an opportunity to meet and ask questions of witnesses to get information that they may or may not know about an accident or an event. In this case, it's the accident that happened. My information is that the accident happened on July the 18th, back in 2012. Is that what your understanding is? Yes. Okay, and I asked you before we went on the record if you had a chance to review your report and the photographs And I think you mentioned that you had, yes, you stopped by the station and you have a copy of both the report and the pictures, correct? All right. One thing that I like to stress with people about depositions is it's not going to be anything that's going to be tricky. No lawyer is going to ask you questions. They shouldn't ask you questions that are tricky. If there's anything at all that you find about any question that I ask of you today that you don't understand the context of the question, any word in the question, anything at all about the question you don't get, I want you to feel free and let me know you don't understand. Will you do that for me? Yes. All right, that will conclude our Q&A practice. Thank you.